when we were back in Nepal, we don't know about military. I have seen so many movies about military, but when I came to Catterick and learned everything about military, I have changed myself, being more disciplined, more integrity.
How did you feel when you woke up this morning?
It was a very beautiful day for me. I was staring at my uniform and I was wondering I will be walking down that parade square with the sorts of pride in my eyes and in my shoulders. So it was really good, ma'am.
It's completely unimaginable that we are here, that right now that we have passed out, and it's a really great feeling that I can't express into words that I'm feeling right now.
It's been a difficult 9 months for Gurkha Company. When most other establishments dispersed during the first wave of COVID, they could not. They led the way in the formation of protocols for platoon bubbles and separation between staff and recruits. In the end, the only part of the entire training programme that had to be missed was swimming lessons as local pools closed. It was perhaps in recognition of this huge effort that the parade today was attended by some of the most senior of generals and Secretary of State for Defence, Ben Wallace. Being presented with your award by the Defence Secretary is not a bad start to your career.
30 years ago, I stood at my passing out parade. Like you, I was entering a new world, a world where our armed forces were reforming to fight tomorrow's battles, not the last ones. You too join our ranks at a time of great change. Whatever the long-term impact of COVID, it's clear the old world order is under threat.
With this year's recruits safely through their training, attention now turns to the intake of 2021. Unable to carry out the normal application process, British Forces Nepal have instead invited unsuccessful recruits from last year to retry this February.
There'll be a slight adjustment in social distancing, the numbers that can gather at any particular time, and some of the tests will be adjusted. But because it's still another 6 weeks away, the final decisions on exactly what a particular test looks like will be made much closer to the time.
And all the physical tests and whatnot, are they?
A vast majority of them are individual and relatively simple, requiring little equipment, and that equipment that it does require can easily be disinfected.
One test which may have to change is the iconic doko race. This is the only part of selection that takes place outside the camp on public roads, and as such it's uncertain whether it can go ahead. But for the class of 2020, training is complete and they are now fully fledged Gurkhas.
I've been dreaming about this moment and this day very long time. I was thinking about my parents, about how great they would feel and how proud they will feel about me.
Which regiment are you joining?
I'm going Brigade Band, ma'am. I play guitar and I want to learn saxophone.
The saxophone?
Yeah.
Why the saxophone?
I don't know, but that sound of that the music it creates is really good. I really love it.
I'm so proud to mentor and instruct them from the beginning of their training, and this is the moment we're looking for, and not only the trainees but all the permanent staff must be proud of this moment.
There was a real sense of the kind of delivery room in a hospital. Proud fathers walking around with a sort of nervous expectation before the parade, and for them, you could really feel it, that it was a real tangible headmark and day before those soldiers in the Royal Gurkha Rifles going straight to the field army, and the other 5 cap badges off for their phase 2 training. It's a massive day.
A slightly smaller than usual team from Gurkha Company will fly out to Nepal in January and return in March with 340 new recruits. British Gurkhas Nepal is confident normal recruiting can then begin for 2022.